So Schedule 1 gets hit with a copyright infringement at the Drug Dealer Simulator series. So this is a another game came out. So there's another game. We'll open it up on Steam as well, just so that way we have all of our sources, right? And we'll look at Drug Dealer Simulator. So it looks like there's two of them. There's Drug Dealer Simulator 1 and 2. We're gonna mute that. Okay, so Drug Dealer Simulator 1, and this is crazy, guys, because right now it's getting review bombed. Okay, but I'll open this up as we read. Okay, so the developers of the Drug Dealer Simulator series launched a copyright infringement investigation against Schedule One, seeing now a wave of negative reviews popping up on Steam. The backlash from Schedule One fans in the wake of its recent launch is causing a big drop in lifetime user rating percentages for both of the games in the series. That is hilarious because I just think, when we'll read further, right now my initial thing is I think that these developers of Drug Dealer Simulator 1, no joke, I think that they are just salty. I think they are absolutely salty that they launched this development team of 3 people launched a game and it is 10 times more successful. Maybe even infinitely more successful based off how many reviews there are than this new Schedule 1 that's come out. But we'll keep reading. uh, Released for 20. So it was Drug Dealer Simulator 2 was originally released in 2020 and 2024 respectively. Though the original game is still showing solid all-time review scores, both games combined have not matched the instant popularity of Schedule 1, as we've stated. Co-op Crime Simulator that launched on March 24th has been consistently seeing at least 318,000, and we saw this, guys. We saw that this game was at least peaking at 300,000, a little bit more when while we're making our series and playing together. Okay, this phenomenon is almost certainly a reaction to the copyright infringement investigation against Schedule One by a legal consultant hired by Movie Games SA's management board, which was announced last week. The original Drug Dealer Simulator more than 18,000 lifetime reviews still leave it with a very positive rating. Not anymore, buddy. I mean, look at that. That says overwhelmingly negative now. 12% of the last 1425 user reviews were positive. That is yikes. I mean, that's just like how it is, guys. Hold on. We'll keep reading because this I'm about to like start laughing. Its sequel is not holding up as well. We saw that with 557 mostly negative reviews in the past 30 days, accounting for more than 10% its all-time score, which is now in the mixed category. Again, when was this made? Because this says mixed. It is now overwhelmingly negative. Um, I think this goes into it more about who they're hiring, what they're like doing, and they're comparing it to like Nintendo Pal World. I honestly think I think their case is you guys are making a drug dealer simulator. And guess what the funny thing about this page is? Here we are talking about drug dealer simulator, and if you slide 2 centimeters off to the right, you have an ad for Schedule 1. Unless that is that is definitely an ad. You can click it, you can give it reviews. That's hilarious. Um, but I think their case here is that you guys copied the formula of a drug dealer simulator game, and that is why. Yeah, we're gonna hit you with a copyright case, or not copyright. Or yes, copyright infringement. And just for you guys out there that aren't into, I'm not in, so myself, I'm not very uh, what is it, aware of legal lingo, but let's look at copyright infringement just so we can know the lingo. I think that's always good to know. Copyright infringement occurs when someone uses a copyrighted work, like a book, song, or image, without the copyright holder's permission, violating their exclusive rights. Okay, when we say what is, and we'll look over more articles now that you mentioned that. Let's see what PC Gamer says. When we're going over like Drug Dealer Simulator, like just saying that off the cuff, how much more diverse can we get about drug dealer simulators? Like it's like, oh well, if I add planes, I'll escape it. You know, if I add it, drug dealing is drug dealing in a simulator game, and I don't think you can really get too creative with that. It is what it do be. You know what I mean? And I don't know what they're gonna come after them for, but let's see. This talks more about that the drug dealer simulators getting review bombed after Schedule 1 coming out. And the thing is, it's like it took this long for them to say something. Like, I think if Schedule 1 didn't perform the way it did, just as just my own opinion, if Schedule 1 did not hit the way it did to the audience, this would never happen. But it's because they're stealing a fan base, they're making buku bucks off of it. They're getting their panties in a twist over it. Word that Drug Dealer Simulator publisher Movie Games SA is investigating the hit Drug Dealer Schedule 1 for possible copyright infringement is not going over well for gamers, which makes sense. Why would you? You're wanting to take away a game that everyone is liking and enjoying and making videos of, me included, who are reacting to the news in the most predictable way possible. A big ol' review bombing campaign. That's hilarious still to me. Be that as it may, Drug Dealer Simulator and its sequel, Drug Dealer Simulator 2, what Drug Dealer Simulator 2 should do should hit them with a copyright infringement. I think with the logic being used for them hitting the copyright infringement on Schedule 1, they should hit themselves with the copyright infringement. Are feeling the wrath of gamers leaping to the preemptive defense of their favorite new rags to riches drug dealing sim. Recent reviews of DDS are overwhelmingly negative, while those of DDS2 are mostly negative, and there's no mistaking why, because it's easier to go to the first one and review bomb it than the second one, and you just need to review bomb one for everyone to see it. Uh, Imagine getting your ass handed to you by one person with passion and vision and thinking the right move is to cry to your legal team instead. Exactly what we've been saying. Someone started crying really bad and just reported it to their legal team and said, "Go find something. There has to be something there that they're copying. Like it has to be the way that you snip the buds from the bushes that we can find something there, right?" We had high hopes for this game. It was a shame that it turned out so bad and the devs decide to go after Schedule 1 instead of making a good game. I don't know anything about Drug Dealer Simulator, so if anyone does or has played it, do let me know because this is crazy. Let's see. I will go past the notes. It's worth noting that the original Drug Dealer Simulator was quite well received prior to the Schedule 1 mess, and even with the influx of negative reviews, it's still rating very positive overall across more than 19,000 user reviews. So take that with a grain of salt because uh, that's dependent on when this was published. People genuinely like them, just not on the scale of Schedule One's breakup. Exactly. Here's the thing, dude. Games come in, games go out. Some people redo the formula better. That's like saying that if Battlefield, right, any of the Battlefield games performed a certain way, and then Call of Duty, whoever the devs were, whether it's Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Activision, was like, "Oh, you guys did a shooter? We're coming after you guys for copyright infringement." The logic is not logicking, correct? Um, Review bombing on Steam has been with us for years now, but even though there's nothing new to see here, the Drug Dealer Simulator backlash does not illustrate the inherent weakness of the system. As PC gamers Morgan Park wrote in 2024, well, we won't read all that. Um, but yeah. Everyone's not everyone. These developers are getting their panties in a twist, and that's basically it. Um, I don't know anything about the Drug Dealer Simulator games. So if they're good, they're well received, great. That's fantastic. I'm glad it's a good game. But it seems like someone else came and did a better game, and you're now dealing with the ramifications of said better game. And on top of that, the cherry on top is that someone got their panties in a twist, someone got upset and said they made a game better than ours. I hate that. I'm coming after you. But anyways, that's my take on this. That's it. Appreciate it.